So in today's video, we're gonna talk about 10 signs that tell you if your engine needs a rebuild. A special thanks goes to Essex Rotary from the UK for helping out on the content. And if you guys haven't checked them out yet, I strongly recommend you do so because these guys are crushing it with great deals on engine rebuilds, compression tests, parts for the Rx8, Rx7, and also they give extremely useful advice. The link to their website and YouTube channel will be in the description, so make sure you check them out. At number 1, we have long or impossible startups when hot. If your battery, spark plugs, wires, coils, and engine starter are in good condition, then the issue is most likely caused by low compression. You can get a final confirmation by performing a compression test with a rotary compression tester. Next up, we have frequent misfiring on a regular basis. A frequent misfire is usually caused by poor or bad ignition components. However, if all your ignition parts are good quality and in good condition, then the issue could be caused by a bad oil control ring, water seal failure, or low compression. In any case, there is only one solution, and that is an engine rebuild. At number 3, we have a bouncy, unstable idle, or the car stalls when you turn it on. If your ignition system is in good condition and recently replaced, then the rough idle or frequent stalling can be caused by broken apex seals. For example, a corner seal or side seal. This will allow gases to leak between combustion chambers and cause idle inconsistencies due to unstable or uneven engine vacuum. To fix this, you're gonna have to rebuild your engine. Number 4. Consistent white smoke. This is normally caused by a coolant seal failure, though it can also be caused by coolant leaking into the combustion chambers via small cracks around the spark plug ports. The smoke will normally be white and smell of coolant, and your exhaust tips may also look wet on the inside. Do not touch the exhaust while it's running, as it will be extremely hot. Small tip for point number 4. A little white smoke on a cold start in the morning or if your car was sitting for a while is normal, but this should normally clean as soon as the exhaust heats up and boils off any condensation from inside. This kind of white smoke should not smell of coolant though. Next up, on number 5, we have blue smoke from the exhaust that does not go away. This is normally caused by an oil control ring failure, allowing excessive amounts of oil to make their way in the combustion chambers of the engine, thus burning and causing a blue tint to the otherwise white-looking smoke. Spark plugs will usually look very oily. To fix this issue, you're gonna have to rebuild your engine. At number 6, we have a noticeable knocking sound when accelerating and lifting off. Normally, this is caused by a rotor bearing failure that leads to a knocking sound that is normally most noticeable at higher RPM when lifting off the throttle. This can only be repaired by totally stripping the engine and rebuilding it. Number 7. Noticeable knocking sound at idle and low RPM. This can be caused by a stationary gear bearing failure. While the bearings can be replaced without rebuilding the engine, there is no guarantee that additional engine damage has not been done. If you replace them without rebuilding the engine, there is no guarantee that it will improve compression. So if you're looking on doing it this way, then you need to understand that it could improve compression or it could not. On the other hand, an engine rebuild will fix the issue. Number 8. Failure to crank or unable to rotate the engine manually at all. Assuming your starter and battery are good, if the engine will not rotate at all, even with a 90mm socket and a ratchet bed directly on the eccentric shaft bolt, then this can be caused by a gearbox issue, though it's rare, or a seized engine. This is very bad news, because it means that something broke quite badly. The causes can be oil starvation, causing the eccentric shaft and bearings to weld themselves together, stationary gear, or a rotor gear damage. In this case, it goes without saying that you're gonna need a complete engine rebuild. Number 9. Oil leaking from the rear of the engine between the engine and the gearbox seal. Not necessarily indicating that you need a rebuild, however, it's normally associated with a rear stationary gear bearing failure mentioned in point number 7. This can usually be repaired with the engine still in the car by removing the gearbox, clutch, and flywheel, extracting the rear stationary gear and replacing the bearing and oil seal. But remember, there are times when the gear is actually damaged and will not come out or go back in once removed due to the damaged teeth. So at this point, you're rebuilding the engine. And finally, at number 10, we have low compression itself. Assuming you have none of the issues mentioned in the previous points and your compression is above Mazda's minimum spec, which is 6.8 bar, or SX rotary spec from experience 6 bar, then you should be good to go. However, between 6 bar and 5 bar, you're in rebuild territory. Below this, SX Rotary would state it's a good idea to tackle the engine before it fails catastrophically. So get a compression test with a rotary compression tester to find out the health of your engine. And as a bonus point, we can say that one of the most overlooked causes of an engine rebuild is overheating. If you severely overheat the engine, it can warp an iron or blow out a coolant seal, meaning that you're back on point number 4. And with that, we can conclude our video. So if you guys liked it, give it a big thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on new Rx8 videos.